In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use particles to evenly distribute a source mesh on a target mesh. First, I'll show you how the usual even distribution works by using instancing. Let's create a UV sphere. S to scale. We'll place this source mesh on the cube via instancing. To do so, we need to select this mesh and shift-select the cube. Ctrl+P to parent it, and instance the source mesh on the vertices or faces of the target mesh like this. We can resize the source mesh like this. If we change the instancing type to face, then we can get this result. Let's delete the meshes. I'll show you how to use particles to evenly distribute the source mesh. Click here, and activate the statistics. The idea is to count the total number of vertices on the target mesh in edit mode, and only generate that amount of particles. Let's add hair particles. Set the object as the UV sphere, and we'll see the overlapping result. If we match the number of vertices, that issue will disappear. After scaling the source mesh, that is. There are specific settings like even distribution, but when we have matching number of particles, they won't work. Let's remove the meshes, and start again. This time we'll use the UV sphere as the target mesh. Now we have the even distribution result we've been looking for. This is how we create a non-overlapping distribution of the meshes on another mesh. Let's remove the cube, and add a curve point. If you don't see the curve point, please activate an Extra Objects add-on. Please remember to click the 3D button and E to extrude. In edit mode, type A, V, and A to smooth the curve. That's A to select all, V to set the handle type, and A to smooth it. Let's bevel the curve. Alt+S to shrink. Let's add this curve as the particle object. Let's convert the curve to mesh, and rotate the mesh in edit mode to correct the rotation issue. In edit mode, type R, X, and 90 to fix the rotation issue. If that doesn't work, please try other axes or -90. Let's create a usual randomly sized and rotated tentacle particles. Since the mesh will be randomly rotated and show its root, we should fill and shrink the bottom end of the source mesh. Type 2 to edge select, and Alt-select the last edge loop like this. Let's proportionally scale the selected edge loop. I'll rotate the mesh 90 degrees, and create a ground plane in the middle. I'll add some random materials. Please remember to apply separate materials for both source and the target meshes. I'll use the sky texture. Changing the target mesh's material will only affect the target mesh. The source mesh will remain the same. We need to apply a material for the source mesh as well. Let's turn off Use Nodes under Compositing. I'll also use 32 samples to render. We need to hide the original source mesh from appearing in the final render shot. This is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching.